What is up, guys? This is Alex from First Figures, checking out the Alucard from Symphony of the Night statue 1/4 scale production pieces. Now this is at the stage where the factory is now asking me to do the final inspection to make sure that all my comments that I've had throughout the production process has been incorporated into the piece, and therefore is asking whether or not it's okay to start the packing procedure and the packing process. So that's what I will be checking out today, and I'll be showing you this. And some of the things I'm looking for, of course, is, as always with the paint job, it's always important to make sure that the lines are very, very clean. That you have, for example, the blacks and the golds are all perfectly separate. You can see it happening over here, all the way throughout that. We're at that stage where it's really important to look at it's the smaller details now that we really need to sort of pay attention to. Now, one of the things that's been really challenging has been the hair. His mane goes over his collar, and the way that's sort of done has been really tough. And one of the hardest things was, of course, and I said it before, is having that hairline at the top not have a gap, and then have these locks. It's to do with the process of actually molding these things. It's really, really difficult to do that. So having that done in that way was way harder than as if we wanted to just simply put the hair directly on the head, but you would have a sort of a gap along over there. And just wanted to make sure that we didn't have that for this piece, because its hair is so important. Yep, so this is the Twilight version. It's got the shield on. He's got his the two swords, die cast. So it's got a nice little sound to it. Probably sounds a little bit of a... Yep, so, you know, these are... Yeah, I just stabbed that. So, going across, and let's have a look from the back. Still got the details on the cloak clasps. All of those dots, all done by hand. These things take a long time to make. Really challenging. Give this a bit of a turn. You can see the difference between the cloaks. We've got the kind of sheen to the cloak, to the cape, right? It's a lovely little sheen going on compared to the mateness of the black of his actual jacket. So it's got that sort of difference. You can sort of see it as well in the background. It's got this kind of sheeniness to it. Making sure that the eyes are looking straight. He's got this very kind of white, off-white sort of skin color. Although he does have a little bit of dots, just a very tiny little bit of dots on his face, but it's really subtle. I'm not sure if it's coming out very clearly, but it's there. Got to go in really close to sort of see it. Let's move over to have a look at some of these. Some more down here. An Alucard army. Dracula ain't got no chance. Let's take a look again. This time he's got the switch out sword exclusive. You can see that there. And wanted to show something that we've added since the production started. If you take a look at the shield, we added some more. Before it was just plain, but we added some more quite a bit of time, some more textured, sort of paint effects that go through the back, so it doesn't look so plain. Before it was just plain, and you can sort of see that we've got that kind of beautiful worn look to it, going down the edge over here as well. It's just a little something that, again, you don't really sort of see it from the front. Of course, he's holding it like that, but you know, it's nice to know that it's there. Especially when you get that out of the box straight away, you can get that nice feeling like that. It's looking good. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm always looking at I got to look at each one more individually for those lines to go into more detail, but sort of this is the 4th time I've come to this factory throughout the production process, and I said from the original time to now there's been quite a lot of sort of differences and maintaining that what I expected them to do throughout the process. They've kept it as per the requirements, which is good. Can we see more of that dotted effect on the face? Let me see. It's very, very slightly. You can sort of see it there. And the hair flowing all the way down. All these lines that are having to, there's the sculpt lines and there's paint lines going down there to give a sort of sense of volume to the hair. All the way going down throughout that. The base itself, got that moss going through there, the individually patterned stoneworks going around, design going around that as well. Here we've got the fully white cape, the exclusive version. Oh, this is 还没批准吗？对。Okay. Okay. Okay, I've been told that these are the old ones and these have not actually been approved yet, so I will be doing more inspection into that a little bit later on. These are ones that I'm not supposed to be looking at. Oh, here's a good example of 可以把这个 let me see. 好，这个是不是已经还没有把它的那个还没有做好？麻烦你把这个拿下来吧。So we can see the differences of the. Here you go, thank you. You can see the difference of the shield. Before it used to look like this, and now we've tweaked it to this one just to give it a little bit more differences in the actual effect. So yeah, it's definitely a big improvement. So that's cool. Yeah, it's good that you could sort of see that. All right, guys. So I guess I'm back onto this table. So yeah, I'm going to keep on going through it. But so far, so good. It looks like I'm going to be, you know, as I said, need to check a little bit more. But so far, all signs are indicating that we're going to start packing these up. Australia is going to be our guinea pig first. Get these out to make sure that everything's okay for the shipping process. And yeah, looking good. So let me know if you're a dunner. Let me know if you have the exclusive on order or Twilight version on order, or whether or not you got the combo or you got the regular. Let me know in the comments below. Hope you like what you see. I'm going to leave it here. Of course, next up is the dreaded drop tests. FRF is love, FRF is life, and I'll see you in the next one.